How to build trust and authority among your subscribers. Building a mailing list is a fantastic accomplishment and one that will prove very fruitful for any internet marketer. But this is not the end in itself, but rather the means to an end. What that end is depends on your business model and how you intend to earn money from your online activities. But in any case, the objective is to make sure that your subscribers trust you and that they are keen to read future messages from you. It's not enough to have their email addresses. You need their attention, and you need their trust. Here's how you get it. Firstly, it is important to recognize that you are in a privileged position once someone gives you their email address. This is already a sign of trust, so your first job is not to abuse that trust. The best way you can go about doing that is to make sure that you aren't simply using your emails to sell to your list. If all you are doing is promoting your products, then it will only be a matter of time before you lose your subscribers. Instead, what you need to do is to provide value in each and every email. In other words, provide free information, useful advice, or entertainment. You need to ensure that your audience feels it was worth their while to read your message, and that's also one reason that you should be keeping your messages short, so that you don't waste their time. When providing information, make sure that it is not only accurate, but also insightful, and better than the information they get elsewhere. Try to make each message into a mini epiphany for your readers, so that the next time they have a question, they come to you. You want them to think, that guy or gal usually makes sense. What do they think? Another useful tip is to try and speak in a friendly and direct manner. Share personal stories, and generally be a little more intimate via email than you might be through other forms of marketing, or even on your own blog. This will allow your audience to feel as though they are getting to know you, which in turn will make you more likable and thus more trustworthy. Finally, make sure that when you do have something to sell, it is something you really believe in. People can tell when you're trying to sell junk, and if they buy once, you can be sure they won't again. Which autoresponder service should you use? A comparison of popular services. If you are going to run an email marketing campaign, you need an autoresponder. This is the first thing you should look into when you first get started, and it is what you will be working with on a daily basis in order to manage your campaign and ensure that your messages reach their destination. In this presentation, we'll look at how you should go about finding the right platform for your campaign. Perhaps the best place to start is by quickly taking a look at what an autoresponder is and what one does. Essentially, this is a tool that you can use to A. build sign-up forms, and B. manage your emails. When you log into your autoresponder, you'll be able to see a list of all your subscribers, and you'll have the option to send a message to all of them or to a cross-section of those contacts. Autoresponders make things easy for you because they handle the sign-up process and unsubscribing, so you don't have to. They also provide useful metrics such as open rates, bounce rates, complaints, etc. There are 4 big names that most people will consider when getting their first autoresponder. These are Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, and Infusionsoft. All of these platforms do essentially the same thing, but it is worth noting that Infusionsoft is a little different from the rest, as it includes a sales platform for building and managing your sales pages and transactions. This allows for some synergy between those two platforms, which is ideal for webmasters and businesses selling ebooks and other digital products. For more conventional email marketing, however, those options may not be needed. Otherwise, Aweber, GetResponse, and MailChimp offer largely the same features and benefits. The big consideration here, then, is the price. But this isn't as simple as looking at which one has the cheapest fee. All 3 of these platforms offer more complex pricing structures based on the number of subscribers you have. The size of your business will be one of the key factors determining which option is best for you then. Finally, it is worth investigating which plugins you might want to use on your site. Different plugins will support different autoresponders, and so it could be useful to check that features you're relying on will be compatible with the autoresponders you're looking into. How to get your emails delivered to your subscribers' inboxes. Just because you have a large mailing list, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to succeed at email marketing. In fact, this is really just the first step to running a successful marketing campaign, and not necessarily the most difficult step at that. The hard part, then, is actually getting your subscribers to read your messages. And this, in turn, is not only a matter of writing persuasive messages that people want to open, but also boils down to getting your messages to actually reach your subscribers' inboxes. This means bypassing their spam filter, and it means avoiding their social and promotional mailboxes too. In this presentation, we'll look at a couple of things that you can do to help ensure your messages end up in the right place. Write by hand. The first and most important step by far is to make sure that all your messages are handwritten. That doesn't mean you need to get out the quill. It means that you need to stop using auto-generated subject headings and greetings, and instead write each message personally. Avoid spam terms. Spam filters are based on algorithms, which means that they can only do so much. One way that spam filters work is by looking for specific terms that will be considered warning signs that a message is not handwritten. Examples include words like Viagra, handbags, money, cash, etc. Avoid these terms, and you'll reduce your likelihood of getting filtered. Keep your messages short. Think about the last message you got from a friend. How long was it? Chances are that it was probably a few hundred words at most, and not thousands of lines long. Keep this in mind. Avoid images. Likewise, avoid large images and attachments. Gmail and other email clients can't scan these, and so they are extra cautious. Ask to be whitelisted. The best strategy for getting into customers' inboxes, and one of the ones that is most often overlooked, is simply to ask your visitors to whitelist your messages. If you keep on providing value, and your customers have come to value the content you provide, then you should find that they respond positively if you ask them to consider telling Google that your messages belong in the inbox. All this can really help your messages to end up in the inbox. But remember, the secret to success is to focus on the human element and forget the bots. That's what the bots want you to do anyway. How to create a landing page that gets opt-ins. One of the simplest and best ways to get more people to sign up to your mailing list is to create a successful landing page. This is a single page that will convince new visitors to sign up to your mailing list, with no distractions and no other purpose besides that one singular goal. But while a landing page can be a great tool, not all landing pages are made equal. The question then is, how can you make sure that your landing page is one of the successful ones that actually gets opt-ins? In this presentation, we'll answer that question. The right design. The first thing to consider is that your landing page needs the right design. In particular, a good landing page will have no external links or even any menu elements. You don't want to include any ads, and you don't want anything on the page that will distract your visitors from signing up. This should be a mostly blank page then, and the only way to get out should be for your user to click back. Build trust. Another important aspect of creating a landing page with the right design is to make sure that you build trust. In particular, your landing page should look professional and should feature high-definition images and well-written copy. Anything that looks like spam or that appears to be badly put together will make your visitors concerned to give you their address. Use the right incentive. An incentive, also called a magnet, is a freebie that you will give away in order to encourage people to sign up for your mailing list. This might be a free ebook or a free report. The right incentive should be interesting enough and appealing enough that people who are on the fence about signing up decide to go ahead and do it. It should also be relevant to your target audience, of course. Don't make the mistake of making your incentive too good, though. Otherwise, you'll risk people signing up to your list just to get the freebie, and then quickly unsubscribing or just ignoring your future messages. Focus on the value proposition. Good copy for your landing page should always focus on the value proposition. That means telling the audience what their life will be like after they sign up. The more you can sell this dream and make it sound appealing, the more likely people will be to make an impulse decision to sign up. Top landing page tools. A landing page is a page that you can direct your visitors to that has just one job, to get them to convert. In the case of a squeeze page, this means getting them to sign up to a mailing list. If it's a sales page, then of course you want them to buy something. Either way, there are certain techniques and strategies that can help you to be more effective in this endeavor, and a number of tools that can give you a boost as well. And in this post, we'll discuss the best landing page tools for driving conversions and gaining more leads, sales, and subscribers. Optimize Press. Optimize Press is a plugin for WordPress that allows you to build landing pages quickly and easily. WordPress, of course, is the highly effective website building tool and blogging platform that can allow business owners to create professional-looking websites in a fraction of the time. Optimize Press simply takes those same benefits and applies them to building landing pages specifically. This way, you know that the landing pages will work, and you know that they will be perfectly optimized and tested. Optimizely. Another tool with Optimize in the name is Optimizely. This is a very different concept, though, that this time revolves around the idea of split testing. Split testing means that you are creating two slightly different versions of the same landing page, and then seeing which one performs best. If a new change helps the page to drive more conversions, then you adopt that change permanently. If it does not, then you ignore the change and try something else. Optimizely makes this process very simple, and if you use it correctly, it will allow you to evolve your site into a near-perfect conversion tool. Google Analytics. Google Analytics allows you to do all sorts of impressive things in order to better track the performance of your website and any advertising campaigns. Among these features is goal tracking, which essentially allows you to see which users are actually converting and clicking buy or signing up. This is important because it means that you can invest more time and money into the marketing strategies that are actually working and less in those that are not. Infusionsoft. Finally, Infusionsoft is a tool that combines an autoresponder and a sales page into a single synergistic package. This creates a lot more tracking and targeting possibilities and can enhance your effectiveness considerably. Top 5 ways to get traffic to your opt-in landing page. Have you built a landing page to try and get more visitors to sign up for your mailing list? This is a highly effective strategy and one that can help you grow your list very quickly, while also ensuring that all your new members are genuinely interested in whatever it is you have to offer. A great landing page and the right opt-in form can work wonders together in order to gain you a 99% conversion rate or higher. But that leaves just one question. How do you get your visitors to that page in the first place? In this discussion, we'll take a look at the answer to that question. One of the best ways to get people to your landing page is through PPC. PPC is pay-per-click advertising, a form of paid advertising that will allow you to pay directly for each person who clicks your link and visits your page. This is ideal, as once you know your lifetime customer value, LCV, and your conversion rate, you can determine how much you should be paying for each new visitor in order to guarantee a profit. Blog. One of the best ways to get people to your landing page is through your own blog. This way, you can build an audience, demonstrate the value you can provide, and then get your visitors to sign up. YouTube. A sorely underutilized marketing platform, YouTube can be a very effective tool for convincing people to follow a link, buy a product, or sign up to a mailing list. This gives you the chance to use your whole body along with emotive music to persuade your visitors. Social media. Social media is likewise a very useful tool for gaining new subscribers and for directing traffic. Again, though, the key is to develop that trust and connection first, and only then utilize the platform to try and get people to sign up. Google. Yes, Google, and a bit of SEO can be used to promote your sales page. You do this either indirectly, by promoting your blog and then using your blog to send people to your landing page, or directly, by targeting searches such as free fitness ebook or gardening newsletter. People are looking for free information, and if you're giving that away, then you should be able to target their searches. How to write effective email copy that gets opens and clicks. Building a massive mailing list is a fantastic accomplishment, and one that can potentially prove to be highly beneficial and profitable for your business. However, simply building a big list is not enough. Even more importantly is actually reaching that audience and engaging with them in a meaningful way. And in order to do this, you need to understand how to write effective copy. In this presentation, we'll take a look at 5 tips to help you do just that. 1. Make it personal. The first thing to recognize is that good email content should speak directly to the reader and should be written in a largely colloquial and friendly manner. Email is an inherently personal medium, and your messages will be rubbing shoulders with messages from friends. Only subject lines that sound friendly and direct will get opened. This also means no automated messages. 2. Use questions. A great way to accomplish this is by using questions in your messages, and particularly in your subject headings. These work well because they force introspection on the reader's part and make them consider what is being said. 3. Keep it short. Don't rattle on in your emails. Keep them relatively short to avoid losing your reader's attention. After all, most of your readers are likely to be pushed for time. Not only that, but as your emails get longer, the likelihood of them getting filtered increases. 4. Consider the tone. While it's true that the most effective emails will be more personal in tone most of the time, this is only true assuming that the nature of the topic is not highly important or formal. Make sure your writing style is appropriate to the subject matter, and consider your audience carefully. 5. Provide value. The single most important objective for any email marketing campaign is to provide value. In other words, give your readers a reason to want to open your message and make sure they get something for doing so. The mistake that many email marketing campaigns make is to use this as a platform for advertising. This essentially amounts to spam, however, and if you do this, your messages will be deleted and your subscribers will leave. Instead, aim to teach your readers a valuable lesson, entertain them, or show them where they can find a useful resource. Prove that your messages are worth opening and that your advice is worth following, and only then should you consider trying to sell. List Segmentation 101. When you have a mailing list, it's useful to think of this as a valuable resource. You can potentially gain a lot of hot leads from this list and convert a lot of your subscribers into paying customers. But that's only true if you use your list correctly and don't abuse or exhaust the opportunity. One way to make sure you get the most from your mailing list is to use list segmentation. In this presentation, I'll discuss what that is and how it works. Let's start with a definition. List segmentation is the process of dividing your mailing list into groups, allowing you to send more targeted messages. That means that you might target your readers based on their age, their sex, their geographic location, or other pertinent demographics. So why does this matter? Firstly, we know this matters because we have the data to prove it. According to research, targeted emails account for 36% of email sales versus 22% from non-targeted messages. Targeting your messages works this well because it allows you to send the right message to the right person and thereby maximize your chance of a conversion. At the same time, though, you'll avoid sending too many irrelevant messages to your list, which can eventually prevent them from opening your future correspondence at all. Of all the metrics you can use to segment your list, though, perhaps the most valuable is the level of interest metric. This refers to the amount of interest that this particular subscriber has shown, by opening your messages, by clicking on links, or by scrolling all the way to the bottom. You can even use cookies in order to see whether subscribers have ever visited your checkout page. What this then allows you to do is to send your final messages that will attempt to convert your most interested readers, instead of sending these to everyone on your list and thereby potentially losing subscribers. It is very rare for a cold lead to buy from you. Rather, you will generally build interest and trust over time, and then pull the trigger in order to get a sale. By knowing how interested a subscriber is, you can do this incredibly effectively. And of course, you can also send messages to previous buyers who you know have an interest and a willingness to buy. Most autoresponders include list segmentation tools, so make use of them and see if they can drive your campaign forward. Top 5 Email Marketing Mistakes to Avoid. Email marketing is a great marketing strategy that has a very low entry cost and potentially astronomical yield. This is one of the most engaging and targeted forms of marketing that gives you a direct line to your visitors' pockets. But while email marketing can become one of the easiest ways to build trust and make money in the long term, it often takes a while before you reach that point. That's because email marketing is also something else: complicated. In this presentation, I'll be taking a look at 5 of the biggest mistakes that beginners make that prevent them from making progress. 1. Using email marketing to advertise. A lot of people are confused by the difference between marketing and advertising, especially online. That's why they will often send emails that are nothing but ads, telling readers to buy X new product or click buy today. Would you stay subscribed to an email list that just tried to sell to you all the time? 2. Trying to trick the reader. You may even have read that this one was a good strategy somewhere. Certain bloggers and marketers advocate using subject lines like, "I need your help," or "You've won," in order to get attention. Assuming these pass the spam filter, all this does is to create ill will with your list. No one likes to feel like they've been duped, so stop doing it. 3. Making the incentive too good. Your incentive is a free product, such as an ebook or a report that you offer in exchange for an email. This is a great way to get people to sign up who were otherwise on the fence. But do not make your free report sound so good that people sign up for the book without being interested in the messages. There's no point luring in subscribers who won't read your future messages. So keep this to something good, but not too amazing. 4. Not being consistent. In so many aspects of life, consistency is absolutely key. This is definitely true of internet marketing. So make sure that you send your messages regularly and with a consistent tone and subject matter. That's the only way you can make sure that your subscribers will be looking for your future messages. 5. Focusing on quantity rather than quality. Not only in terms of your content, but also in terms of your subscribers themselves, the focus should always be on quality rather than quantity. This is why you should forget ever buying emails and always focus on engagement and targeting. Email Marketing 101. So, you want to get involved in email marketing? Let me just take a moment to congratulate you there. Email marketing is one of the most effective marketing strategies and has been shown to have among the highest returns on investment, open rates, and click-through rates. Email marketing means speaking directly to your customers and not relying on a third party like Facebook or Twitter that can change its policies at any time. Moreover, it also means reaching your audience in a manner that is highly engaging and much more likely to lead to a purchase or a new lead. In fact, just to reassure you that this is definitely the right place to invest your time and money, consider some of these statistics. First, did you know that email marketing has a return on investment of 4,300%? That's a massive profit, and it boils down to the simple fact that email marketing costs barely anything to participate in. In fact, the only real overhead incurred by email marketing is the cost of your email autoresponder. Okay, so how about this? 91% of all consumers check their email at least once a day. I know that I check mine considerably more. Do you? Part of this also comes down to the ubiquity of mobile devices. We now carry devices in our pockets that notify us each time that we get a new message, which is a surefire way to ensure we don't miss new emails. Meanwhile, a recent survey showed that companies that take part in email marketing rate it as more profitable than PPC advertising, content marketing, affiliate marketing, display advertising, mobile ads, social media marketing, and direct marketing. 66% of U.S. consumers over the age of 15 say that they have at some point made a purchase as the direct result of an email campaign, too. Do email marketing campaigns work? You bet. While looking at this data, what else can we learn? Well, another survey of consumers found that most recipients will open their emails based purely on the subject heading. Okay, so what that's really saying is that email marketing is only as effective as the strategy you learn to use. This is an incredibly powerful tool for growing your audience and developing relationships with your leads. It can also be an excellent way to gain direct conversations. But in order to gain those benefits, you need to know what you're doing. That's why your first job is to educate yourself.